Today, we're going to make a new motion capture animation, and we're going to make it in very limited time. And I just want to give a shout out to the original author that I saw that actually created this similar kind of work. They used Source Filmmaker, and they actually made the Talking Heads Once in a Lifetime music video in Source Filmmaker. And so we're going to try and make that same animation in Blender using, gotta breathe. And so we're gonna make that same animation in Blender, and we're gonna use our motion capture suite, and we're gonna try to make this as quick as a turnaround as possible. So day and a half at most. So let's jump right into it. First, all we gotta do is we gotta record our motions and try to learn the dances that they do in the music video. So if you haven't seen the original music video by the Talking Heads, it's down in the description, check it out. So let's go set up some motion capture. And also, welcome to A Brisk Bite. So first steps first, we just have to accept motion capture, and then we can put on the suit, and we're gonna jump right into recording the animations. So I'm not gonna do the whole music video, I'm just gonna do a part of it. First thing I do, I just had to calibrate the software, that way everything was working smoothly. This is obviously not the funnest thing to watch, so let's just skip ahead. All right, so we're just about to record the motions. We have motion capture suit on. Alex is over here making sure everything's good to go. And he's gonna be watching me while I do this to make sure nothing breaks. So let's dance. Now that everything is recorded, we're gonna get onto Motive here. That's the Optrack software we're using. And we're gonna download our motions, take it in Blender, and export it from there into After Effects. Okay, it's off this computer. Now we're gonna head over to the main computer and get Blender done and then go straight into After Effects. Okay, so now that we're in Blender, the program I used to make all this motion capture data work pretty easily was AutoRig Pro. I already had the skeleton for the Hollow Boy made, so I just had to remap him. So I wasn't able to faithfully recreate some of the movements that the David Byrne character here does. It looks like he does like a 90-degree angle, like he does a negative 90 degrees, and he comes upright, and then he does a 90 degrees forward, which is a simple bending over. But I couldn't simply do a negative 90 on my back, or else my back would be broken. So I had to accomplish this in Blender. Basically just took the empty attached to the skeleton, rotated it 90 and rotated it back up. So maybe if I wasn't so stiff when I was recording this, or I was just a better dancer, I would have had a lot easier time recording this. I also had to animate the camera so it followed the same movements. I wanted the camera movements to be at least pretty much the same. And I opted to put a green screen behind them. I know I could just export it with transparency, but I opted for the green screen. The most difficult part about this shot was just having to match the legs, because where I had my legs were pretty crunched up, and so like the motion capture, I had a hard time reading it. So I had to go through there and just fix up the legs a little bit, stretch them out, and I think that's fixed. Okay, so now this is done, we can go into After Effects, take all the animation that we have made in Blender, take an After Effects, chroma key the background out, add the visuals, put it all together, and hopefully it lines up pretty well with the music video. I know he's not beautiful, and I know at some parts he breaks, but that's no big deal. This is a quick turnaround. We just get our hands dirty with some animation from Motive. So now that we're done with the Blender part, let's jump into Adobe After Effects. In After Effects, all we gotta do is we gotta get rid of the green screen and then add in the background elements, like when he's dancing here. I just did 4 copies of him. And for the background, I decided just to add I did a white background, then I did a gradient 3D layer. That way, like you could have like they were like standing on a plane, because I just thought it looked weird them being in this white void. I know they don't have that in the original music video, but I decided just to add it. And then for the beginning, I know it's supposed to look like an ocean. I decided just to opt in. I grabbed some fractional noise, threw that in, solid, played around with the effects, added some blue tint to it, and it turned out, I like the result. It's not exactly an ocean, but hey, that's close enough. The part where David Byrne kind of points to this random video behind him, and so I figured, hey, I'll just add a random video back there. So I just went in Blender and made a quick little scene of some cubes dropping Think of it, it's abstract art, really. Like, what does it really say? After Effects is done, we just take over Premiere, put it all together, put the sounds in, and it's a wrap. So yeah, if you have anything that you'd like to know, something that you saw in here that you don't exactly know how it was done, please let me know down in the comments. I know this wasn't too heavy of a video. I wanted to try to make a quick animation, and I don't know if you ever heard the song, but it's a pretty fun song. Definitely give the guy who gave me this idea, he didn't tell me about the idea. I just watched his video and I was like, let's see if we can make that in Blender. And so make sure you give that Corey Lato fellow a follow, subscribe, check out his Twitter. It's pretty cool, makes a lot of Source Filmmaker content, and it's pretty awesome. So yeah, that's it for this brisk bite. Thanks for watching, and I'll holler at y'all later.